Hey y'all, so today's video is a little different than just a regular makeup tutorial or instructional video. I just wanted to share different tips as I went through the process of doing my makeup that I thought might make doing your makeup easier for you or the application better. I'm not doing a step-by-step tutorial of my makeup. I just, like I said, really wanted to focus on tips that I thought maybe some product recommendations that maybe you wouldn't have normally thought of. So I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope it helps you. And if you want to see the tips, then keep on watching. Because when I first started, I put the wrong color on. It was way too light. So anyway, I bought 150 and then 220. This is 220 natural beige, and this is what I'm using today because I just did I have a fake tan on. So the first trick that I wanted to share was using a sponge. They make the world of difference in doing your foundation. Several different steps in your makeup routine, but primarily foundation. So I'm just gonna dot this on. I always put it on like this, like put it on the sponge and then dot it around, or I put it on the back of my hand and just kind of take it off that way. And just blending this in. I think using the sponge makes the makeup routine quicker. I think it helps blend it and really blend it into your skin. And I also think you can build foundation, concealer, other products on top easier with a sponge than you can with several different brushes. Okay, moving on to eye makeup. I have the foundation on my eyelid and then I just set it with a little of my face powder just so that the shadow has something to cling on to and it evens out your eyelid as well. Tip number 2. You need to start with a transition color or a mid-tone color to help blend whatever colors or whatever else you're going to do. It helps blend that so much easier. So if you don't have a lot of eyeshadows or if you don't wear a lot of eyeshadow, but you just want a little something something, if every time you do it, something on your eyes, you feel like it doesn't blend well or have that really flawless blended like smoky look, you need something to have as your transition. So my favorite thing to use is a bronzer because you're probably going to be using this on your face as well, but it's typically the perfect shade to give you a little bit of dimension in your crease. So this is the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess in 02 medium. I'm going to do it on one eye and then kind of do a little bit of a comparison. It doesn't look like shadow really. It just gives your eye something. So when you do this, I just kind of tilt my head back. You can see exactly where my crease is. I'm just going to put a really fluffy brush in the crease and just kind of do small circular motions. Now, bronzer is not the only color that will work as a transition, but it's just easy because you don't have to think about what other colors am I doing on my eye, what color of outfit am I wearing. Bronzer is going to go with that. So I just, you know, kind of start here. Putting a bronzer underneath the rest of your shadow the next time you do your shadow, and I think you'll see it helps everything blend so much nicer. I said I was going to do a comparison. Okay, so this is both eyes with a little bit of bronzer. This is my eye look. You could go from here and just use mascara, just use a little bit of eyeshadow, or you can go full glam and do a smoky eye. What should I do? Okay, tip number 3. Really make your eyeshadows stand out. You can put a liner underneath, and that gives an additional kind of something for your shadow to grab to. But also, it really makes it pop. So if you really like metallic or foiled shadows or any sort of color, a liner is going to help so much with that. I'm not afraid of black liner. You may be afraid of black liner. You could use black, brown, nude, any color. So I start right at my lash line, and then I kind of just go up from there. Wow, isn't that beautiful? Alright, so I've already done it on this eye, and I just put some liner there and blended it out with my finger. And when you do this, you're going to be thinking, what on earth have I done to my eyes? Because now I look like someone's punched me. I'm going to use a really light shade on the inner part of my eye. This is like a shimmery pink. But I'm going to go over the black just a tad. And look at that. Not dark at all. My favorite palette at the moment, this is the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit darker color. It's not dark, but I'm going to use this taupe color because this color goes with anything, but I want to show how it really, really grabs to that liner. If you really want it to stay and really want it to be metallic, you can use a little setting spray on your brush. This is the Paul Mitchell Awapuhi Moisture Mist, and this almost makes a cream shadow. Dip it in there, dip it in my setting spray, and just use the back of my hand to almost make it like a cream. So it just makes it really foiled. So now I'm just building up the smokiness, and all I've done is taken a dark kind of chocolate brown type shadow and put it almost right over where I started with the bronzer. I'm just going to blend it out with a lighter shade, no harsh lines. And usually with a smoky eye, or almost any eyeshadow look, it's kind of about how you layer it and blend everything together, not so much the exact shades that you use. Going back with the dark brown. Tip 4, I'm doing a smoky liner look instead of a really harsh line. But on this side, I just put the liner on and didn't do anything. You can tell how much different this eye looks than this eye. Just makes a huge difference. So I just put on a really creamy black liner, the one that I started with. It's Jordana. I'll write what it is in the description box. And I'm taking like a little pencil brush and going over with the black eyeshadow from this Jaclyn Hill palette. Any black shadow will do. You could use a shimmery one, that would make a different look. This is a matte because I have so much shimmer going on the rest of my eye. I just went and took a makeup wipe and wiped off all the shadow that had fallen down. Alright, tip 5 is concealer is your friend. I have only done my foundation in my eyes. I don't have anything else over on the rest of my face. And now I'm going in with concealer, and you want the concealer to be lighter than the rest of your face. You want this to be probably about 2 shades lighter. Alright, I was running out of this one, so I'm mixing them. Blend it, you'll be surprised. It's not as light as it looks. Just got a glimpse of myself in the mirror and it was scary. My eyes, and then I do a little on my chin, my nose, and my forehead. And then this is back to tip number 1. Use a sponge. Concealer, and this concealer is really light. So this is another thing I like my sponge for. Baking. So you dip it in the powder and just tap it right where you just blended it in. And then I just use a brush for the rest of my face. Tip number 6. Try to get a concealer that matches your face so you don't have to use 10 layers of bronzer to fix it. So I guess that could be 6, but really. Tip 6 is highlighter. This is my favorite at the moment, and this is Colourpop Flexitarian is the shade. And it's a highlighter, but it's called Super Shock Cheek. And this is a serious highlight. Not for the faint of heart. So you can probably tell this is shiny. So sometimes I'll just take a fluffy brush and kind of blend it, and it'll settle as you go through the day too. You can always take your regular face powder and go over it if you're scared of too much highlighter or don't want to be seen from, you know, Mars. Well, tip 6 was kind of a twofer. So I think this is tip 7. When you're doing a smoky eye, if you want to do some liner or shadow or something on the bottom, use brown liner instead of black. It's just a little bit of a softer look. I am using Cargo Swimmables in the shade Pebble Beach. So I'm putting this in my waterline. So that's with the brown liner and brown shadow. Tip 8 is use lip liner to make your lips look fuller. I posted this, if you follow me on Instagram, I posted this little lip combo the other day. It's really pretty. So this is a really light lip liner. NYX Retractable Lip Liner in Vanilla Sky. I'm going to line my whole lips with this. It's almost the exact same color as my natural lip color. Maybe a tiny bit lighter. So you can just do your whole lips with this if you want to. Sometimes I'll use the liner to go over just the littlest bit. You don't want to do it a whole lot because it can look like you're trying to draw different lips. And if you really want them to look full, you can do kind of like the ombre lip. So you can use a darker liner. This one is Jordana Easyliner in Tawny. And I'm just going to do this on the lip line. So I use the darker to just kind of enhance my actual lip line. Excuse you, Sig. It's the Sexy Mother Pucker. And Bare Enough. I'll write what this is. And then this is just a really light nude shade, and this is a plumping lip gloss. They tingle like they have been numbed. Tip 9 is use a setting spray. I talked about this one before. The bottle looks pretty rough, but this is the Paul Mitchell Awapuhi Moisture Mist. It's for hair or skin, but I love it. It's almost empty. This one was a gift from my best friend, and it is the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. This is serious. It's like stronghold hairspray for your face. So if you need it to last for longer than normal, try the Urban Decay All Night. It's in there. And the last tip, tip 10, is ask your friends and family what they use and love. If you see someone that you love their lip color, or you love their eyeshadow, or you love the way their makeup's done, ask them. Ask them what they've used. Ask them what they've done. You may be surprised what they tell you. I found some of my favorite, most, you know, underrated products from my friends, my family, and from clients. I love to look on Instagram. I love to watch YouTube videos, but sometimes that's not real life. So if you see someone and you love the way it looks, or if you always think their foundation looks great, ask them what they use. I'm sure they'll be glad to tell you. I hope you enjoyed these 10 little tips, and thanks for watching. Bye.